Facebook and YouTube. Just got done with my TikTok live, so I wanted to update the folks over here as well. Today, there is a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms late this afternoon into tonight from the Texas Panhandle to northeast Kansas. Basically, things will get amped up, if you will, later in the day. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is Kansas area, and obviously you can see areas of concern in the Nebraska area as well. And this would be the severe hail risk for today. And then tomorrow, things really start to amp up in these areas: South Sioux City area, Norfolk, Columbus, York, Lincoln, Omaha, even pretty much all of Iowa are under a slight risk or a 2 out of 5 risk for ice. This includes isolated tornadoes. Could definitely a significant risk for hail. We'll break down the timing of all this in just a moment. Here is that tornado risk for areas of eastern Nebraska. The tornado risk does not include South Dakota at this time, but just be mindful, things can change quite drastically. Here is that risk for the hail. As you can see, there is a significant hatched area, if you will, for areas of eastern Nebraska, as well as northwest Iowa, pretty much all of western Iowa, and even as far as Minnesota, along the I-90 area in areas of Minnesota. If we take a look from a national standpoint, here's how it looks like for Thursday. And then if we go to Iowa and cover some of those areas, as you can see, the 2 out of 5 risk is pretty much the whole entire state of Iowa. Those are some areas that are potentially the impact. This is the tornado outlook we're seeing for that, and these are some areas that are expecting those. And then here's that severe weather risk for the hail, the significant hail threat. We are possibly going to be doing some chasing here tomorrow, depends on the timing of all that. And now, what does this look like as far as, on the storm front? What I'm going to show you right now is we're going to focus primarily on tomorrow's event because we want to make sure that you're aware of that, since that appears to be the most significant threat for severe weather as of right now. We're looking at a NAM 3K weather model. This was updated at 4 o'clock this morning, so that's the latest that I have with regards to being able to go out that far. So we might take a look at HRRR, see if that's going to be able to go out far enough, but it's going to be a little difficult for it. So what we do have here is we're expecting some storm development to happen later today over in the areas of Kansas City, and eventually move its way up into southeastern part of Nebraska in the overnight hours. Those will be the reason that we have a little bit of a difficulty in highly conditional tornado threat in areas of like Omaha, Lincoln, all of that, because these early morning storms that would be impacting these areas here, they could end up hindering from further development happening later in the day for the round 2 that's expected. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get South Dakota in here as well. So again, the timing is going to be crucial to whether we go chasing live in the storms or not. But I'm hoping that we will be able to do some storm chasing. Here's the other concern right here. So around 8 p.m. So because these storms are going to get possibility of getting the atmosphere capped and not have that storm development until later in the afternoon, it could end up being a late in the evening type of event where we have the significant hail threat as well as the possibility of isolated tornadoes in these areas. We're going to kind of take a look at the significant tornado parameters here, and that's just basically a measurement of where we might expect to see tornadoes and kind of pinpoint my area that I would want to chase. Okay, it looks like sometime after 4 p.m., these numbers, the higher the number, obviously, the more significant the threat. So as we go into the later evening hours, we do start to see areas of south of Lincoln have that significant tornado parameters measurement a little higher. Even areas of Wichita could see that. But there has to be a lot of other ingredients in order for this to really build up, and we'll take a look at a few of those other factors. Basically, these would be the areas that I would be chasing, somewhere near Beatrice, Wymore, Marysville. If I can get that far south, I'm not sure if I want to go into Kansas. I would want to kind of stay in the Nebraska area just for coverage wise. So if you have anybody that lives in those areas, it would be definitely of concern. And we're going to get to your 7-day forecast here in just a moment. Let's get to that right now. We'll get to the 7-day forecast for Sioux Falls. We are expecting to have, we could approach 80 degrees today. And then there's those storms Thursday and Friday. We may see a few isolated spots of hail in far southeastern portion of South Dakota tomorrow. And then more of it's going to be more so for Iowa. Saturday, 57 as we see that front come through with the northwest winds switching from the south-southeast. And then Monday, another shot at some rain, although that's less likely. More of the rain and precip is expected for your Thursday through your weekend, but not too shabby. I'll take these 40s for overnight lows, that's for sure. Oh, thanks, John. Appreciate the smiley face. Appreciate it so much. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick peek at Aberdeen area. Aberdeen expecting highs. Again, that's approaching the 80-degree mark. 1 second, I got to do some double checking here. 76. Okay. Wanted to make sure that that was auto adjusting. Thought it was odd that Aberdeen had the exact same high as Sioux Falls, but nonetheless. Okay, so areas of Aberdeen looking at possibility of some isolated rain. And I say isolated rain because it's going to be very hit or miss. You may get it in Aberdeen or you may not get it. It's very hit or miss. And then again, Monday and Tuesday, expecting to have shots at some more precip chances. Not going to be a total washout, but spotty at best. Areas of Rapid City, let's go. It's taking a moment to pull the information from the National Weather Service. There we go. 70-degree temperatures for highs for today. And snow. Goodness gracious, I don't remember seeing that on the radar. We'll take a look at that. North winds 14. Expect that snow to be more so in the higher elevations. And then Monday, we could end up seeing some more rain. Monday night and into Tuesday. Let's go to Pierre. Your highs for Pierre, South Dakota today probably going to approach closer to that 80-degree mark, and then we do have Friday some winds picking back up as the winds shift over to the north or out of the northwest. Again, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, you do end up seeing multiple chances of some showers and thunderstorms there as things get kind of amped up, but not anything too severe for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Uh, the slight risks are going to basically be isolated to areas of extreme southeastern South Dakota, and then even there's a possibility of the area that's over by Valentine, Nebraska, could have south central South Dakota get some slight risks there as well. But we'll have to take a look at the weather models a little bit closer. Speaking of weather models, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at that again. Because I want to go back to this risk of possibility of some snow. Goodness gracious. Let's go back to this one here. 1 second. Yes, that blue is snow. So I'm going to kind of move on through here. Oh, ever so light. Not anything real huge. Snow on the west side of South Dakota while we have some storms on the east side of South Dakota. All right, let me go ahead and show you again. Composite reflective, show you what this looks like. Thank you, Sarah, for the like, and Maria, appreciate the likes. Again, this is going to be dependent on the timing, but the storm's expected to be in the late evening and overnight hours. I do expect a few brief gusts of some severe wind and maybe some hail in some of these areas. A lot of rain there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that rain factor. Well, at least they don't have an excessive rainfall outlook. That's good. But I do want to take a look at the total precip that is expected over the course of this time frame. And I may have to switch to, here we go. All right, so maybe by the time we get to 1 o'clock in the morning on the 18th, we could end up having some areas have had between the 17th and the early morning hours of the 18th an inch of rain. Areas over here, if we do have some of these storms that get fired up here, we could have a couple inches of rain. If we go out a little bit further here, we'll go out for the whole NAM 3K and just kind of show you. So this is between now and 1 p.m. on the 18th. So as you can see, some of these embedded thunderstorms, areas of northwest Iowa are expecting pretty significant rainfall over the next 24 to 48 hours. 4 to 5 inches. Did I see 5 inches? I could have swore I saw 5. Yeah, 4.65, pretty close to 5 inches of rainfall in that area. Some of those areas definitely need it. We just don't need it all at once, right? All right. Let's see if I can take a look at the maximum updraft helicity. I wanted to kind of show that, and the reason why I want to show that is because max updraft helicity is a number that helps us figure out the vertical shear, and this will allow us to see again on a radar estimate of where some of those risks are for some brief spin-ups. Helps me pinpoint where my targets might be. All right, chase target 1 would be just south of Sioux City area, but that's 1 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, not sure about that. I don't want to go chasing a tornado at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I still believe Lincoln, Nebraska area, right along parts of Interstate 80 and Highway 2 would be the areas that I would want to definitely position myself for a possible, not an intercept, because I don't have that kind of vehicle for it, but certainly would want to make sure that I have my vehicle positioned in a good spot for a good view of that. And then there could possibly be some vertical spin-ups here with areas of Ida Grove. Again, this is overnight hours, so I would not want to be dealing with that. We'll have another live update here tomorrow morning. Not sure what time exactly. Got a lot of doctor's appointments for tomorrow, so it's going to be a little tricky to get all the timing figured out for that. So I appreciate you all joining. Again, we'll take a quick peek at overalls, what we got going on. This is a significant hail threat for tomorrow. That is including Carroll, Fort Dodge, Ames, Atlantic, basically Iowa, and then Council Bluffs, so that eastern portion of Nebraska. You guys stay safe and God bless, and we will be back tomorrow morning sometime, hopefully early enough on that we can kind of get a better idea of how this is all going to play out and keep y'all informed. I did want to take a quick peek at HRRR. Okay, yep. Looks like HRRR just went through another update, so I'm just going to get, this is going to be more timing here. 1 second. So this is the latest from HRRR. It does go out far enough for us to see the maximum updraft helicity, and that puts it right smack dab in Omaha area. It looks like this is starting to grow more northward, so that could be interesting. And it looks like initiation could happen sometime around 6 p.m. and then kind of billow through there. I'm going to take a look at the significant tornado parameters real quick, and then I'm going to let you all go. Significant tornado parameters here. 1 second. Yeah, that tornado threat is kind of dwindling down, at least from this update here. It's not zero, but looks like the tornado threat is going more south than anything. Much to come. We'll let you guys go.